I'd like to take us into a peek into the world of managing our waste with technologies across the chain. And I'd like to welcome Anirudha Jalan from Recycle to share their journey. All yours, Anirudha. Thank you, everyone.
Hello everyone, I'm Anirudha Jalan, the co-founder and chief strategy officer for Recykal. At Recykal, we are accelerating circularity in India through the use of various digital platforms. We are headquartered in Hyderabad with a team of almost 300 people with pan-India presence. We've raised almost $29 million so far, and we raised Series A with Morgan Stanley, Circulate Capital, and the Murugappa family earlier this year in January. About 5 years ago, when we were looking at the waste management space, we realized that it had some interesting features. One, it had a large and complex supply chain. The supply chain also had a predominance of the informal sector. And this informal sector was really cut off from fair value, from impact traceability, and a broader connect into the market. We realized that there were multiple stakeholders, and a lot of them were not adding to any meaningful value creation. Second, we realized that brand owners were wanting to make a meaningful impact to the space were really cut off and didn't know how to create that impact. What we realized was that by the use of digital solutions and by enabling some of these stakeholders on a common platform, we could create better value for the stakeholders at hand. So for instance, the kabadiwalas, the aggregators, the rack pickers, the collection side agents who were doing meaningful work could earn significantly more through the use of our platforms. Also, on the other hand, we had recyclers. For recyclers, a big challenge was the consistent supply of raw materials. And by understanding these problem statements, we enabled a marketplace. So Asia's first B2B circular economy marketplace that connected demand and supply for dry waste. What started off with plastics and then electronics has today evolved to include metals, paper, tires, batteries, and many more. And this marketplace continues to provide best value, impact traceability, material traceability, and transparency across its features. We have been working and enabling the vision of various ULBs and Swachhta Kendras across the country by connecting them to the broader market through our marketplace, by providing best value to those materials and providing impact traceability and traceability to the last rack picker or Safai Sathi and enabling that through the process. Going forward, we also have a plan to enable collection centers in the country and provide them with better access of collection and with better prices upstream. We also work with brand owners, the likes of Coca-Cola, Unilever, Pepsi, etc., and partner with them as a sustainability partner of choice. Going forward, we believe that digitization can play a key role in solving or at least tackling the core problem we have for waste management, which is source segregation. We believe that schemes such as the Deposit Refund Scheme or DRS can play a big role going forward. And therefore, we at Recykal have developed the first digital DRS solution and successfully implemented the same at Kedarnath. SmartScan, another solution of ours, provides AI-enabled, computer vision-enabled traceability of material flow, really allowing characterization of the waste flow that comes in from households, providing key data on what the road ahead looks like. If we look at our impact for the financial year 22, we channelized almost 200,000 metric tons of dry waste. And this 200,000 metric tons of dry waste eliminated over 240,000 metric tons of CO2 emissions. This also eliminated over 224 square kilometers of area under landfills. Interestingly, the e-waste business of ours also eliminated almost 60,000 metric tons of CO2s that would have been generated as CFCs. We also channelize multi-layered plastics or harder to recycle plastics. Chips packaging, for instance, is one product category. And these plastics today don't have any commercial recycling opportunity. And therefore, by diverting such harder to recycle plastics, we were able to generate almost 20 gigawatt hours of low carbon energy by channelizing these to co-processing facilities, and therefore reduced the need to process 10,000 metric tons of coal or fossil fuels. We believe that today we are just beginning. Our vision going forward is to channelize almost 10% of India's waste by 2026.
and a great presentation by the startup Recykal.